Hey, check, check, check. Check, hey, check, check, check. Check, check.
But also, you do have to be rich because you have a good band, or because, like, there's kind of this thing, like, if you really want to be rich, we all have degrees. We could go, we could make a lot of money.
I can see drugs if I want to be rich.
That's another option.
Everyone just judges. Everyone judges your success on money so many times, and it's like if you just stop, take that totally out of the equation, then look at the world. It's like a way different ballpark.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, ask people who are dying if how do they care about that.
Here, do you want that 100 I owed you? When you're, you know what
Yeah,
I mean?
yeah,
Not care.
I'm thinking Roth IRA for you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They don't care. They just want to see their family, you know.
And regarding that stuff, whatever the kids are doing is the right way. I always trust them, you know.
Yeah, exactly.
I like skateboards still, and I'm older, but and I'm at the park and I'm cruising around doing my thing, and like these 15-year-olds show up, and they have such this energy, and they're just crazy. I'm like, I remember that's how you skateboard. Thank you for showing me, 'cause I forgot. You know, what you guys are doing is this is your life.
Yeah.
And when you get older, you have so many things complicating it. You're still an artist, but to just get to that pure thing, which is 100% this. That's who you should look at. Not, I don't know. That's probably the best people to look at. So if they're doing it, I'm down.
It must be right.
It must be right.
Look at children.
Look at children.
That's what I heard you say.
Right.
All right.
that we said, "Do you want to go jam?" My friends we had a practice space, and just for something to do, just to take our minds off it. I remember we were listening to the radio or the TV that night, and talking about the Blind Sheikh, Sheikh, as a possible suspect because he's the guy who masterminded the attempt on the World Trade Center the first time. And I finally heard the word "the Blind Sheikh," and that sounded so cool.
Yeah.
So I said, what about, and this was maybe a few months later, what do you guys think about the name of the Blind Sheikh? I think it might be a terrorist, I don't know, but it sounds kind of cool. I'm like, yeah, seems like it is.
Talk about Michael Yonkers with the tape recorder on yet?
No.
I don't think so. Oh, let's talk about Michael Yonkers a little bit. Like,
I think Michael Miniature Love is probably the record we chase.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You can think of all these bands going currently or bands that we enjoyed when we were younger and didn't play. This is like a guy from our hometown that kind of combines all the stuff we grew up with and like we listen to like the parents' records, like earlier music, and kind of the future.
yeah.
Oh, I would say that's
Because that's the thing with Michael Yonkers. He is still cutting music. He is like making records. He is constantly. I mean, it's
He's
like,
the only one not thinking
he's
about Micro
never
Miniature
stopped.
Love.
Yeah.
Jim had actually met him at the Micro Miniature Love when they put it out. It was like an in-store at one of the record stores in Minneapois, and Jim had actually met him there, talked to him. They came up there like, Jim was in the band, and Mike, oh great, I'll come to one of your shows, and I think Jim was just like, yeah, I'm sure you will, Then Mike actually ran into him one time too, walking down the street, he's just like,
Yeah.
oh my God, it's Michael Yonkers talking
He
a
had
little
these.
bit.
He had the springs in his shoes because it was back to back.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
So I remember he walked up the corner. At first it was me and my girlfriend at the time, now my wife. We're walking, I'm like, I see this guy looking a little bit, I'm like, all right, I'm just gonna move to the side a little bit. And then I'm like, that's Michael Yonkers, because we just saw him perform at Grumpy's. I saw the springs in his shoes. I'm like, hey, whoop, shouldn't have said that. Are you Michael Yonkers? Yeah, we talked, and he was super friendly.
When we first started working with him, we were still totally unknown.
Yeah.
And I was such a huge Yonkers fan, and I would say one of the biggest Yonkers fans still to this day.
Yeah.
What he meant to me, and it was like I knew what a lot of people would think, like, why do these guys get to work with him?
Yeah.
Who are these guys? They haven't earned their stripes or whatever, but he chose us.